Hi, I'm Ricka with rickabrandon.com. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to review a resume in 10 seconds. I know, sounds almost impossible, but I'm going to give you some tips so you can scream through them and get on to other things like seeing your kids and your family. So anyway, what we're doing when we're looking at the 10-second resume review is we are looking for reasons the person isn't a fit for your opening. We're looking for reasons to rule them out, not rule them in. And there's kind of 5 things I use when I'm looking at a resume to see if I should be continuing to look at them or if I should be moving on. The first thing is location. Are they down the street or are they across the country? And if it's a remote position, that may not matter, but for a lot of positions, it does matter. We want somebody local because we don't have to deal with relocation. We don't have to deal with a lot of the hassles that come with hiring who's not local. So right off the bat, are they local? Are they in my area or are in the zip code or territory that I want the position to be filled in? The second thing is job titles. So if I am hiring a graphic designer and I look at their job titles and I see a whole bunch of video editors and I see a whole bunch of copywriting and I don't see any graphic design anywhere, then I'm gonna wonder if they're the right person. You know, maybe they have the talent to do it, but they haven't had the experience. And depending on what you're hiring for, it's usually pretty important that they can hit the ground running and have that experience. So the third thing is I'm going to look at their customer base or their channels. And this is more important if the person's in a sales or a customer facing role, but it is really important for those roles. So if somebody's been working in a retail environment, dealing directly with, homeowners or, B2C type sales, and you're a wholesaler, that's a really different animal, and you want to make sure that the person's going to be able to transition to your customer base and how you guys interface with your customers instead of how they used to. So that's something where, although it maybe doesn't need to rule somebody out, it's a pretty strong indicator that there's going to be a learning curve there that you might not have with somebody who has industry experience. The fourth thing is, read the successes. If they have a good resume, they have them in bold, they have them in italics, they should be pretty easy to spot out. They should sort of jump out at you, like increase sales by 40% or, one employee of the month 3 times. That kind of stuff should pop out at you. If you can't identify anything that they did as a success in like a few seconds scan of their resume, well, their resume is not that good for one thing, but it's also not that great of an indication of their being able to interview well and ultimately get hired. So the last thing is the resume visually appealing? Is it something I want to look at? Or is it just a mess? And that might sound a little bit snobby. However, here's the deal. Your resume is your literal best foot forward to a company. So this is your best effort at impressing a company. So if I look at it and you have typos and spelling errors and it's like kind of kittywampus, which is a North Dakota word, I think that that's how you're going to present to my customers. I think that if this is your best effort, what do I get on a Tuesday when you're sort of disengaged with work? Caveat here, if a mess of a resume has the right stuff and the experience I'm looking for, I'm totally going to talk to them because that is ultimately more important than how the resume looks. But if somebody's kind of on the fence, I'm not sure, maybe they're a yellow, I'm going to actually just skip them. They're going to go to a red simply because of the fact that they are not able to put together a nice looking resume. So that's kind of it. Those are the 5 things I look at real quick to see if somebody is worth getting a more in-depth look. So absolutely you need more than 10 seconds for a thorough decide to interview somebody look. But when you're screaming through 800 resumes or 100, you gotta have a way to do it fast. Otherwise you'll spend the whole day looking at resumes and get nothing else done. All right, I hope this helps. Happy hiring.